everyone. I'm Dr. Aparna Sethi, and I welcome you for the session on a brief session on the art of online presentation. The same tricks and techniques can be used while giving online training as well. So, just to brief you about me, I come with 20 years of experience, worked in various industries like manufacturing, service. I was also in education, and now I'm a founder of ProTouch. We are into corporate training programs. We also give a lot of programs on POSH, TTT, then HR generalist, HR analysis. So these are the programs we are giving, certification programs we are offering. I predominantly is working in diversity inclusion. I conduct a lot of sessions on POSH. I'm very glad to share with you that I published two books. That is, one is Where to Draw the Line, Complicated Relationships at Workplace, which completely focuses on POSH, that is prevention of sexual harassment related cases. And another book which I published is The Art of Online Presentation. So today we are going to have a look at, majorly what are the challenges people face while delivering online training sessions. And from my experience, I will share what are the techniques you can use why to manage those challenges or to overcome those challenges. So after talking to many trainers, I got to know that there are typically, you know, six challenges we can say um, a person comes across. Like for example, if you look at the first challenges, I'm constantly worried that the technology in remote sessions will fail me. Yes, this worry is there with us since very long time, and it will be with us because it is not in our hand. But what are the few things or you can do at your end? It's very important. Use the right technology. Use the right platform. I personally use Zoom. I find this is a very good platform for conducting online training sessions because it gives you lot of facilities like breakout rooms, poll, everything, and that help us to engage participants. Another thing, in the house, wherever you are living now, you all need to have a backup. If the power goes off, what is it that you are going to do? Right? So at least you get, now in my house we have UPS system and all, so that we get 15 minutes window till the time power comes back, and we can take care of the things. Another is look at the internet speed, which is very important for all of us to keep it in mind. uh, Second challenge which we have seen, it is difficult to learn for me and learn new tools uh, connected to facilitating a remote session. Yes. So now this is the resistance which we all face. But if we are trainers, it's very important, first of all, to work on our own resistance. And we need to learn different, tools. And there are, just go on Google and find out free tools to use for online training sessions. There are so many tools you will get. So how did I work on it? I learned few tools. Uh, I kept a target for myself, like, for in a 1 week, I will learn one tool. Now, very important it is whether it will work or not. So certainly the testing of the tool needs to be done. So what I used to do, I used to ask my family members to join, take that quiz, use that tool. I used to ask their feedback, how did they find it? Because, using this tool, there are two aspects. One, first of all, you should be very much comfortable with. And second, the users also should be comfortable with, right? So you have to also understand the user experience when you are using online training tool. Test it, use it again and again, use it with your friends, and then you may master that particular tool. But certainly there should be certain tools in our kitty whenever we are delivering this kind of session. Third is, I don't think my participants will be engaged in remote sessions. Yes, this is another challenge which we face. So most importantly, you know, because now they are not in front of us, most of them are not ready to on their cameras. Believe me, I have realized in last 1 year, the energy which is required to deliver session online is much, much higher than face-to-face training sessions. Because during face-to-face training sessions, we get to know their non-verbal cues, we get to know so many things so that we can engage them very well. To a great extent, it is not in our hand, but yes, what I do at the beginning of the session, I take a lot of commitment from them. I make sure that give them instruction that hope you have, you know, you have asked your family members not to disturb you for some time. If you want, if the topic is very open, I also ask them that, ask your family members also to join. That is perfectly all right. I tell them that, if you are having some food, you are in pajamas, it's perfectly all right. Keep your cameras on. So once the cameras are on, then it becomes easy. I also give them some goodies, some kind of, points, uh, team building activities so that, they can get their points and they will keep the videos on. Very important, our energy through virtual mode has to be double, triple when we are delivering the sessions. Engaging games are very important, and most important tip I will give you, do not talk more than 5 minutes in one go. After 5 minutes, you have to make sure ask some questions, get the insights. One of the session I used one trick. I said we are not going to use the chat box. So they were compelled to speak. So, this is also a learning process. Over a period of time, we will come up with more learnings and more techniques. But yes, you can engage very much through online training sessions as well. Fourth is, I have been running virtual sessions for the some time, but they just don't seem to be as impactful as face-to-face sessions. Now, this is something we all need to overcome and accept the reality, because now trainings are going to be digital. What do I mean by digital? Even though the post-corona, when the things will become normal, there will be very few training sessions which will happen face-to-face and in the classroom. So it is good for us, it will be better for us that if we accept the fact that yes, digital is the only way to move forward, right? And face-to-face sessions, certainly no one can, match with the energy, the kind of learning. But how long we can remain in the past, isn't it? And so it is very important for us to figure out the ways to engage. Can we give them some pre-work? Can we give them some, a work during the session? What are the engagement activities we are going to have? And believe me, that is going to make the learning impactful. Now, fifth and sixth feeling is there. That is, I love new challenges and I'm excited to start the facilitating virtual sessions. Then you are in a great, amazing zone. Take it up, try. That's the only way we can do it. Before going for the session, lot of preparation we all need to do. Take help, look for Google, go on YouTube, find out how to do the things. Learn from your own children. They will tell you many, many better ways to work with technology, right? And the sixth is, designing training programs for remote facilitation requires a different set of skills. I will say yes, because till now we wanted to have a knowledge. Then of course delivery skills is always there that we need to work hard on. But this now requires a technology. How comfortable are you? We have also seen many trainers while delivering the training program, they're not even able to share the screen. Now, if this was happening 1 year back, everyone will understand. But now, if we are not able to do it, then it will be a question mark on our skills. So it will be really nice that learn, and learn. And of course, few things we need to unlearn. That is what I will tell. If you need any kind of online training sessions, do contact us and visit our website, that is www.protouchpro.com. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you will find it useful. Thank you.